Hello, my name is Jim. Welcome to my booktube channel about books and reading and stuff. Today is Tuesday the 19th of January. In Georgia that is Epiphany, it's a holiday. In Booktube, Tuesdays are Tag Tuesday. The tag I want to look at today is the Booktube Backstage Tag. This was created by Rainier at Rainier Books and was signal boosted by the legendary Steve Donoghue. There are 8 questions for this tag. The first one is, what camera do you use for your videos? Well, I use this one here. This one is a Sony DSC H300 and I wouldn't recommend it for booktube videos. It's noisy. If you listen, you can hear a sound which may be like a dog snoring. That's the camera. I don't know what I can do about that. And at the moment, because of lockdown, all the electronic shops are closed and I don't have a lot of money anyway to buy a different camera. Do you have a favourite film director? I'd have to say for this I would choose Alan Parker, the British director. I saw Pink Floyd The Wall, directed by Alan Parker, maybe 5 times at the cinema. I never see films at the cinema more than once. This was exceptional. I also liked his films Midnight Express, Mississippi Burning and Bugsy Malone. I think he was a very inventive director and his films were very interesting. The third question is, what microphone do you use and what editing software do you use to edit your videos? I'm just using the built-in microphone with the camera. It's a cheap camera. It doesn't have a socket for an external microphone and you can hear from the noise quality it's not the best. My editing software, I now use HitFilm Express 16. This is free software. At the beginning I used GomMix Pro, which was very easy to use, but the problem with GomMix Pro is it left a watermark and it wouldn't allow me to make any videos of longer than 10 minutes. HitFilm Express is more complicated to use, but there's no watermark and I can make films as long as I want, although when I do make longer films it can be a bit crashy and it can take a long time to render the film. Question 4. Do you remember the first record you bought or were given as a gift? In the 1990s I worked in music retail. I worked for R-Price Music in various stores around London, Notting Hill, Queensway, South Wimbledon, Wandsworth and Liverpool Street, and I also worked in R-Price in Oxford for a while. I used to spend most of my available spare money on records and music and going to gigs. I really like that. Now, these days, I don't remember the last time I actually bought music. But the first record I bought, the first single I bought, this is not giving me any great credibility, was Mull of Kintyre by Wings, Paul McCartney's band after the Beatles. I bought it for 69p in W.H. Smith in Slough High Street. The first album I bought had more credibility. This was The Pretenders' eponymous debut album with songs like Brass in Pocket and Stop Your Sobbing and Kid. This is a fantastic album. I still listen to it today, although not on vinyl. I just listen to it on YouTube actually. Question 5. How do you prepare your video? Bullet points, a detailed script, or just talking? I've seen Steve Donoghue's videos where he's just talking to camera for maybe 20-30 minutes. I couldn't do that. I get too tongue-tied, a bit too repetitive, too many ers, ahs, I think about the video maybe a day or 2 in advance. I'll note down any ideas. I won't make a detailed script. I don't want to be reading a script when I'm delivering the video. I want to be talking to camera. I make some notes in my reading journal, and I had a video about my reading journal which I'll link to here. Here. As you can see, I'm not that prepared. And then I'll film the video in various parts and then put them together in the editing software. TV shows have become a thing of our time, like Game of Thrones, etc. What are your favourite TV shows? You can name up to 3. Well, my favourite TV shows would have to be Breaking Bad. This is just fantastic from beginning to end. The Wire, which is set in Baltimore, and I like the way that each season was like a different chapter or a different episode of a book, looking at different aspects of the problems in Baltimore with the drugs, with the docks closing down and things like that. I would say the third one would be Game of Thrones, but I feel so let down by the last season. What kind of booktube videos do you watch and why? Reviews, vlogs, book hauls, tags, TBRs, etc. When I'm looking to watch booktube videos, I'm not looking for particular types of booktube videos, I'm looking more at the booktubers themselves. I've subscribed to many booktubers and I usually just start by looking at my subscription feed to see who has put out a new video, and then I'll watch that, and sometimes I'll watch it to the end if I really like it, or sometimes I'll skip to another video if it doesn't grab my interest. But it's the booktubers rather than the type of video that attracts me. Watching TV was a part of all our childhoods. These years it has become less popular. What kind of media user are you? I'm very much a social media user. Before I was on Booktube, I was spending a lot of time on Facebook. Now, being on Booktube, I'm spending more time on YouTube than on Facebook. I also use other social media like Twitter and Instagram. I have a blog on WordPress, but most of the time when I'm looking at media, it's on YouTube. I will also watch films. Here in Georgia, we have a Gyronet where we can see films and TV series. The last TV series I watched was The Queen's Gambit, which was really good, but I haven't watched a TV series in maybe a month now, and when I do watch a TV series I tend to get hooked, so I prefer not to be hooked at the moment because I've got lots of other things I want to be doing. So those were the answers to my Booktube Backstage Tag. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, like and subscribe below, and see you on the next video. Bye.